All right, coming to Jazz Fest is pretty much a guaranteed food experience, but the music is why we all flock to the fairgrounds.
Yeah, WDSU reporter Shale Connor introduces us to the local musicians and the work that goes into their performances, especially when it comes to Jazz Fest.
Did a little something like.
This year's Jazz Fest will incorporate hundreds of artists, as always. Some might be new to you.
It's a part of this beautiful city, the culture of our city. You know, music is a universal language.
But they've definitely been around. In fact, the Baptiste Brothers Band have been performing across New Orleans for years. This year, -1, the group's beloved member, Russ, where they'll be paying tribute to Russ and his legacy.
That his spirit goes on. He taught so many people. He influenced so many people. So this year's Jazz Fest will definitely be something special.
Then there's good old Rockin' Doopsie Jr.
Zydeco in French is a snap bean that's not salty. Back in the day, it was called la-la music, but in the music that we play, the main instrument is a washboard and an accordion.
A favorite for most, he's been a regular at the festival. This year's opening day marks Doopsie's 35th year.
So I started off with my father years ago, and after he passed, of course, everybody know I took over the band.
His approach is simple. Bring the energy, and the crowd will never get enough.
Well, to me, it symbolized our whole culture. You know, our music, our food, our arts and crafts, and just the people of Louisiana.
They can expect Irma to be Irma.
Irma to be Irma.
Yes.
Add 15 more years to 35 for the impact Miss Irma Thomas has had on the festival. This year marking a huge milestone for the self-professed Soul Queen of New Orleans, 50 years performing. But for Irma, all the accolades and acclaim hasn't stopped her from treating each year like it's her first.
It's work. When I think about Jazz Fest, I think about the work that I'm going to be doing, and how it's going to be a wonderful time for everybody involved.
Shale Connor, WDSU News.
Well, you may not know, but every year there is an actual festival going on inside Jazz Festival. We are talking about the Cultural Exchange Pavilion.
Yeah, every year organizers select a different country, then work to highlight its unique culture. Colombia was selected for this year.
Yeah, you can expect to sample authentic Colombian dishes and drinks, and there will also be art available for purchase. And if you're asking yourself at home why Colombia was chosen, we asked them.
Every year we celebrate a country or a culture, and we try to feature countries that have similar heritage, ties to the African, the Caribbean culture of New Orleans, to really connect New Orleans to the world.
And you can expect a lot of cumbia to play on in the tent.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, on the last day of Jazz Fest this year, performers will honor Jimmy Buffett, a true frequent performer here at Jazz Fest.
Yeah, absolutely. Organizers are making sure his memory plays on through a trip around the sun.
We couldn't laugh, we would all go insane.
He's not just somebody that played at the festival, he's a part of the festival.
For Jimmy Buffett, it was paradise on the Jazz Fest stage.
His shows are some of the best shows ever. In fact, his last show was absolutely one of the best shows ever.
Early on in his career, the laid-back legend found his footing in New Orleans, but soon stumbled upon this event, developing a friendship with producer Quint Davis.
And when the festival happens, it was like, wow, this is my whole life story, sort of. So he identified with it, and he wanted to play.
As the festival grew, so did Buffett, who soon began eyeing the local talent pool, like the Iguanas.
First thing he was like, man, I'll dig your band. We're going on tour. We're starting a tour in January in Florida. Can you open it? Will you open the shows for us? And we were like, hell yeah. So that was exciting.
They'd later get signed to his label and start performing at Jazz Fest as well. knowing Buffett as a superstar who always appreciated that trip around the sun.
He worked to get there, but he was like I said, he was a normal cat. He wasn't. You know, he didn't let that success kind of go to his head.
Even before Buffett's death, he'd still come to see the iguanas play.
So I was playing, and I finished, and I was opening my eyes, and I hear, "Hey Joe," and I looked down, and it was Jimmy. I was like, "Dude, what are you doing here?" You know, and he was like, "Digging it, man." I was like, "All right."
So this year, when it's 5 o'clock somewhere, that final Sunday of Jazz Fest, the Caribbean sounds will start to play once again as artists and his band, the Coral Reefers, come together.
That's his spot. And so that's where they're going to come play, and then we'll have some people sit in with them.
Paying tribute to the man behind Margaritaville, who loved New Orleans, its music, and its people. Randy Russo, WDSU News.
And that's going to do it for us. Happy festing.
Have fun.